I'll watch some TV. It'll help me to relax.
Welcome back to the Ren and Stimpy recap. Last week we talked about All Blue Nose, and today we're taking a look at Stupid Sidekick Union.
And with these hands, I hold the fate of millions.
Pretty good title card. I think the imagery and the colors with the black and red look great. However, I don't really like how, the text looks. I don't know if it's the font or the color, but it just kinda makes it look less good, although it overall still is a good one, with good music.
Stimpy! Stimpy!
Okay, so this is kinda crazy, since I have been mentioning the show in a show thing a few times over the run, when it has popped up, like in the Scotsman's first appearance. But here we got an episode that I think really is gonna be filled with lore about that.
You've been using my Robert Goulet party wig as a coffee filter again, haven't you?
Stimpy says sure thing Ren, and then eats his coffee cup. Ren grabs Stimpy and gets ready to smack him when the phone rings, and Ren answers.
Hello. It's for you, stupid. Oh, joy!
Stimpy has to pay Ren to answer the phone, and I'm not sure if this is still part of the show. Stimpy puts the phone on his head and gets all serious. Ren says time's up and just hangs up.
Oh yeah! Not today, buddy!
Stimpy says he'll do the only striking around here. He then says that the phone call was from the union, the Stupid Sidekicks union to be exact.
Organized ignorance, eh? Where are you going? I ain't done hitting you.
I need that script. Stimpy walks off as we see Ren has his own dressing room, while Stimpy only has a locker. Ren forgives Stimpy and tells him that he can come back to work now.
You can stick it. I'm on strike.
Stimpy will stop the strike when Ren signs a contract. Ren reads that Mr. Hoek, the smacker, must have permission from Mr. Cat, the smackee, before the act of smacking commences.
And stop crying. You'll smear the crayon. The next thing you know, you'll want to be paid.
Nah, Stimpy has had it with Ren here. Ren tears up the contract and then tears off Stimpy's nose, saying it's studio property. Really weird choice of episode pairing here with last week, but yeah.
You'll be back! You're not irreplaceable, you know!
Ren watches as Stimpy is on strike outside. He is all alone there, and it looks like Ren is all alone in here. Matter of fact, they are at their studio and we still haven't seen anyone else. Now, I'm not complaining, since I think many of the greatest Ren and Stimpy episodes basically only has the two of them, but I bet people will show up soon here.
Hello? Is this the Scab Sidekick Union? Yeah, send somebody right over. Someone with experience.
Yeah, right. Now, I didn't remember anything up until this point, but I think I remember who they are going to send over. A little hint is that this character showed up just 2 episodes ago.
Howdy, Sheriff! Pretty boy, eh?
That's not who I was thinking of, but if my memory serves me right, that character is also gonna show up. Stimpy throws a brick at the poor guy's head, which thankfully is wooden.
Well, you're stupid enough.
Enough hollering. Let's get commencing to side kicking. I'll go up in them rocks and cover you.
We get a new little intro for the Ren and Tex show, and then we see Tex dressed up like Stimpy and a Ren who's looking crazy already.
Stampede!
I like this guy. Ren says that this ain't no western and that he ain't no sheriff. Then he says there ain't no stampede, but is immediately proven wrong as a bunch of bulls stampede all over him.
What luck! This heifer ain't got no brand!
After Tex brands Ren, we cut to Stimpy still standing outside and screaming to his brothers of stupidity to awaken and join the struggle of ignorance.
Got a wooden head!
Well then, grab a sign and some bricks, brother.
Ren gets on the phone again. Good, we got enough western stuff in this show already, to be honest. Okay, now I'm betting $5. You know, $5. That I'm gonna recognize this next character.
Divided we stand, united we sit. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Actually, I guess I was kinda wrong, cause Ren actually has them send everyone over so that he can hold the casting call. The goat Myron is back, and Stimpy throws a brick at him as well.
Can't you read?
A wild assortment of characters here. Another Flintstones parody, Victor is back, and then some characters that I can't quite place. Probably other parodies that I'm not getting.
But I really wanna direct.
Next!
Okay, here he is. It took him a while to show up, but the baboon is here again, and he shows this as his showbiz experience. A very scared Ren says he has to fit into this horrifying Stimpy costume.
Job!
Another new intro, and this one is great. Also, I find it funny how we had Stimpy's skin as a costume here, and in the baboon's first appearance, Stimpy's skin was like a whole thing there as well.
Left this wildebeest carcass on my good sofa. This really makes me mad.
This is a fantastic concept actually. Such a new dynamic in the show. It's like Jiminy Lummox kind of, but whereas there Ren couldn't get angry, here he is just terrified, which is a nice change of pace.
You really made me angry this time.
Ren says that he is gonna have to hit the baboon. He calls him stupid, he gives him a little tap on the nose, which causes the baboon to go berserk.
Next.
So this guy is a world-class thespian. That probably means something. I don't know, he looks fancy anyway. I think the two are connected somehow.
So, can you do Stimpy?
I have performed Stimpy for the Queen!
He was the last applicant, so Ren hires him. Next we see that Stimpy is really going crazy with the protesting. Hilariously, his words to the crowd is that if Ren doesn't sign it, he is gonna have to ask him super nicely. Gotta love Stimpy.
Duh! Here is your spoiled curdled milk, Master Hoik.
No, you idiot!
The guy messed up. I don't know his name because he didn't get a new intro. Ren tells him that he isn't supposed to tell him that it's spoiled milk.
I am an actor!
Well, there's no place for actors in television.
So beat it, Shakespeare.
Wait, was this guy supposed to be Shakespeare? I thought he was just like a fancy dude. Anyway, he takes the nose off and leaves Stimpy. Ren tells everybody to get out and the empty room becomes more empty.
I'll do the show myself! I am the star!
Stimpy is dressed up and sitting in the crowd, clapping. He walks up and tells Ren that he is his biggest fan. Nah, cause I really wanted to see Ren do the show by himself, it's kind of a shame.
Oh yeah?
They all said you...
They all said you were a has-been, but I said no.
Stimpy asks for an autograph, but Ren notices right before he signs that it is the contract. He gets a big smile on his face, this can't be good.
Here you go, little girl.
Stimpy leaves with the George Washington photograph. That is not what that's called, autograph, as Ren calls him a loser. We see this newspaper that is actually kind of hilarious.
Stimpy! You've been shining shoes with my dinosaur autograph toupee again, haven't you?
This must be what the real Ren and Stimpy show feels like to non-fans. Stimpy asks Ren what he's gonna do about it. Then Ren does what I think is the pose I used for the season 4 retrospective thumbnails, I think.
May I please smack you, Mr. Stimpy, sir?
Ren pays Stimpy and then smacks him. He asks if he can slap him silly, and Stimpy informs him that that's overtime. Ren just keeps paying and slapping him. That's nice. And that goes for the whole episode. Stupid Sidekick Union was very entertaining. I think just the concept alone set it up to be a very interesting watch, exploring the dynamic of the two and the concept of the in-universe Ren and Stimpy show, which is it's really interesting. But throw in some good jokes and some really entertaining characters as well, and you have a very strong episode. Ren being kind of abusive is very much on character, and Stimpy actually fighting against him by going on strike is not only a nice real-world parallel, but also just something fresh for the characters and for the show. Well, not the Ren being abusive part, that is very familiar. Everyone who showed up did their part well, but the baboon was the highlight for me. Fun facts. One of the characters that showed up for the casting call was a parody of Boo Boo Bear from Yogi Bear. And yeah, I can see that now, but I don't blame myself for not catching that, since I'm not very familiar with the Hanna-Barbera stuff, except for the Flintstones, and I caught that reference. All in all, a good episode. Join me next week where we are taking a look at Space Dogged.
Goodbye, folks.